G'day dear friends, welcome to Xrissart. My name is Chrissy. Thank you for joining me today. Well, part 7, here we go. Part 7, and my beautiful portrait, my gorgeous African woman. She's just absolutely beautiful. I'm enjoying every paint stroke, everything about this. So, g'day Cherry. Just to recap, this is Pastels, predominantly PanPastels and Pastel Pencils on Pastelmat. This is Anthracite and measures. I always forget the measurement. What is it? I had to cut this one down. This is 25 by 34 centimeters. Okay, so and I have modified this a little. When I say modified, I've concentrated on a particular aspect of her, which is the head, and not even all her headdress, and not even all her, like her chest area. It's all just, just there. So, and the colors that I'm using are the red iron oxide group. I'm also using the burnt sienna group. I've got a group of pastel pencils by my side. That might be a bit too bright, I think. There we go. That's better. Oh, that's better. And here we go. Oh, I want to say hello first to our friends. G'day, Cherry. Hello. Angela. Hi, Angie. Chandri. Hello. MD. Hello. G'day, Sneaks. Hope you're feeling well today. How's it all going? And oh, g'day Dee. Actually catch a bit of a live. Oh, look, thank you so much for popping in. So cool. And hi Nuria. Hello, hello, hello. All right, let's get with the program. No mucking about. I really need to finish this as quickly, oh, not as quickly as possible, but it is part 7, and I have been doing it on the stream. By the way, this is my bling. The copper and the gold in the pan, and of course I'm thinking of the other pastels by Diane Townsend. So I'm just going to get with the program, and I'm going to probably go into this area. There is a bit to go here, but I'm happy with how it's coming along. So, well, I just wanted to know how, oh, g'day Karen. Hello, hi everyone. Hope everything very well, thank you. Very well, thank you. All is well on this side of the fence. Well, last week we talked about modifying brushes, and we modified one on the last stream, which last week. And here we go. So this is how, because I bought quite a few of these because I was too scared I was going to run out. Or I was going to lose one or something, right? But this is how it started off, and this is how I modified them. So, but the only reason why I'm telling you this and just recapping on this is that you can do anything. Like you can, whatever it is, whatever it is, it's going to get you to the place that you need to be. There's no right or wrong. Just do it, so long as it's archival. That's the most important thing. So of course, like I've used everything on here. I've used my soft tools, sponges, I've and I will continue to use things. So I'm just gonna this is from the project that I've been using on Patreon, so I'll just make sure that I've got that color off. Yeah, both eyes are done now. Woohoo! And it's amazing, but it's still going to be a few weeks before things quiet down. Lovely, lovely. G'day, Vivian. Hi. Hi all, I'm back. Missed you all. Hope everyone is well. Well, thank you, and hope you are well too. Okay, big question. Didn't the artist use the hard pastels? Well, hard pastels, the hard of the soft pastels, the hard pastels I would consider things like the Holbein, the stick. So just I'll give you an example, just to answer your question there. So just one moment, it is easy. Okay. This is Holbein, and it's a bit dirty actually, so let me, and by the way, you can wipe because they're in amongst. Okay, so of the soft pastels in the soft pastel world, there would probably be a whole heap of other hard pastels, but one that I have in my toolbox is the Holbein. Now the Holbein are, as you can see, rigid in so far as corners and stuff like that, and are perfect for doing details. Actually, that's probably a very good one for here. Maybe I should keep that here. I'm not joking. So, I mean, I just picked whatever was in front of me and I'm thinking, wow, that's pretty good. So, yes, so that is considered, in my book, maybe others might beg to differ, a hard of the soft pastels. So there you go. That's the answer to the question. I hope that is. Didn't the artist use the hard pastel? I'm not quite sure which artist it was that was using a hard pastel, but that is a hard pastel. Hi Nanette. Hello. How you going? Loving your images. Loving your little paintings. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Glad you're finding your mojo. All right. So I'm going to work on this area here, and I'll talk a little bit for those who don't know how or where this portrait has been inspired from. Starts off from a group that we have on Facebook, Share Your Art with Xrissart. Share Your Art with Xrissart is a Facebook group that our friends here were asking for, and where we could submit our paintings and share our ideas and artwork in general, and it's sort of evolving. It's a lovely little intimate Facebook group, quite what can I say, not many rules, just that we're nice to each other. So that is where we can share our profiles, where we can share videos which the group might, where you think that the group might be interested in, ideas, art supply deals, any discoveries that you've made that you'd like to share. It's all about that. So having said that, the description is in the, the link is in the description box below. So that's one, if you wanted to join. Number two, and of course we carry on the conversation from the live stream. And number two, we have a monthly challenge. Gosh, I almost forgot what I wanted to say. We have a monthly challenge, and where I present 3 images, and you may do with it whatever you like. They are royalty free, so we don't have to worry about copyright or anything like that. And you can use, and it's not really a challenge more than an inspiration. What you do is use any medium, any surface, and go ahead. You can change it, you can do anything you want with it. It's purely for inspiration. So, having said that, every month I put 3 up, and each time I go, oh look, I'd really like to do that one, and I'd really like to do that one, and I never get to do them. And I thought, right, that does it. This time it's going to happen. So this one is April's inspiration. Now you can go back, and you can go back because they're featured on the Facebook page. Oh, and by the way, I did say they're all they're from Pixabay, or it's usually a royalty-free image. Yeah, I did say that. Sorry, gosh. I'm just making sure that I say all the things that I've got to say about it. And yeah, go ahead and post. And what I usually like to do is and feature the works that we've been doing. So let me see. I should really share more. We are our own worst critics. Oh, hang on. Yeah, well, yes. I know, I'm in that boat too, so don't you worry about that. Okay, I'm sorry I can't stay until the end, but tomorrow I have tomorrow I have to get up early because I have a communion. I have a communion, but I wanted to say hi to everyone. Have a nice weekend and a wonderful week. Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, and you as well. And you as well. I hope you have a good weekend. Hi, Chandri. Hello. Okay. So this brush, I think now for me, is just a little bit too much as far as, well, you wouldn't believe it, too much, okay? Look at that. Seriously, too much, Chrissy? But yes, too much, because I have one which is even teenier, right? Teenier. So I'm just going to put that there so I know it's there. And you could say, really, Chrissy, you could be using pastel pencils. Yes, I could be using pastel pencils, but I don't want to. Not just yet anyway. Not just yet. I will, but not just yet. And I have used pastel pencils, but here I just want to make sure that I'm always, my mind, and I don't know if the artists here think the same. I'm always thinking about the tooth of my paper. Will I have enough? Considering how much pastel I know that I put down, will I have enough tooth for the time when I need to add that other bit that I think I may have to add? You know what I mean? Like, I'm always trying to think ahead. So that's why using these brushes like this helps me that way. Yeah. And it gives me confidence so I can keep on going. Do you know what I mean? So this is where I'm at, and this is where I'm thinking all the time. So yes, it's frustrating, Chrissy. Just hurry up and use your bloody pastel pencil. But that's my thinking. Okay, that is my thinking. And I can see that I need to, but at the moment we're all okay. I think I'm okay. Yeah. And up here. So, okay, I'm a bit distracted tonight as I'm cat minding again. Oh, Cherry. Did you have to put things away and things like that? Because I know that the cats jump up on tables and stuff like that, don't they? I'm not a I don't have cats, so but I know that they do that. Yeah. But they're so much cleaner than dogs, aren't they? I'm forever cleaning up after mine. Dogs, that is. Yeah. Yeah. Now, of course, I may modify this, and I already have modified this by just reducing the. And I'll show you what I'm working from, if I can find her. Yeah, there she is. There she is. So this image is available if you wanted to do this one. It is available on Share Your Art with Xrissart. And I did get this from Pixabay, so I suppose you could go look through Pixabay to find her, but the link is there. All right. Okay, I haven't put up a Christmas tree for 2 years because the cats climb trees. Oh yes. Oh. Or you'd have to put the Christmas tree in a room where no one goes, or where the cats. Oh no, you'd have the doors open. But yes, no, look, I totally get that. They'd be up on there, wouldn't they? I never even thought of that. Well, what happens to all of those people that have cats that have Christmas trees? What do they do? Oh wow, I never thought of that. Well, what do you know? Yeah. Oh, okay. Cherry says, yeah, we just had to move a small table to stop her jumping on top of a high unit. Wow. See, that's what I mean. I'm hopeless. I'd be hopeless. Look, I've got things everywhere. This place is not safe really for pets. And the only reason why it's okay for the dogs to be here from time to time is because they can't jump on the table. Could you imagine? I've got things everywhere here. Yeah, no. Yeah, not good. Now this is really going to be tricky. So here where I wanted to show a direction of how to make it look 3D. So I'm really, well, I'm not going to say concentrating, but I do have my mind on this at the moment. And that's probably a bit too dark there. It should be getting lighter. And this is probably where it should be a bit more bright. Yeah. Oh, I think that's too bright there. Oh gosh, here we go. I was about to say, where's my kneaded eraser? Okay, MD, you have baby kittens. Oh wow, they're always so cute. Oh, MD, Nanette's got 3. Is it 3? You've got 3. Well, you know. You'd be really, Nanette, if you had one more, you'd really be the cat lady of cat ladies, wouldn't you? But they're lovely company, I'm sure. Deb says, okay, a squirt bottle if you're desperate to keep them out of the tree. Oh, and plastic ornaments the cats can safely play with. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, you'll take them all. Yes. Okay, all right, so as you can see, that was just a bit too bright there, and maybe the pastel pencil is due to come out, I think. Yes. Let me see. Okay. Now I know in the group here, our group here, there's been a few people that have tackled these projects, and you guys are doing an awesome job. Like, it's so awesome. Awesome job, and I'm thinking, wow. And I love the way that you're using your creativity and yeah. This is very ornate, this area here, so I'm just going to have to work all that out as I'm going. She's got like pearls and all of these lovely little intricate designs that are coming. I don't know what it is. It could be just part of a headdress, I think. And just very lightly. And something dark now. Oh. Okay, I've just got to make sure she doesn't get outside. Don't want her wandering off. Okay, Yes. Sorry, if you can hear this tip, 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 I've got my dogs, which I've closed the door because they get very, very naughty sometimes when they're with me, and I'm, you know when when you get on the phone and you've got your, remember when if the people that have got kids, and you went on the phone, and that was the time where they decided that they needed to muck up and stuff like that, and normally they were pretty good, right? Well, in this case, these dogs are like that. They're normally so good, and then all of a sudden, as soon as you get not on the phone, but as soon as I get on the live stream, that's when they muck up. Yep. Naughty. Oh, and they've been digging up in the yard at the moment, and they're not very, they're in my hubby's bad books because, he loves his lawn, right? And that's a very big no-no. Yeah. Yeah, the dogs want to come in. I'm not letting them in. No. But I tell you what, I'm loving my life with them. They're just so gorgeous. Every time I come home, they just make you feel so welcome, and they're so happy to see you. There we go. This is nice like that. Starting to... So this is when I start layering and just continue to layer until I get it right, really, pretty much. So okay, cats don't bark when you're on the phone. Yes, okay, they're hungry when you come home. Don't fool yourself. Cats have the ability to steal pencils. Dogs just laugh. Oh, we can go on and on. So funny. I know. I think having an animal in your life, whether it be Chandry's the one that's got the bunnies, the gorgeous bunnies. She's got the gorgeous bunnies. And they would be constantly fluffy, like fluffy all the time. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, so having an animal, I feel that it's totally enriched my life. It really has. And I'm so... grateful for it. I mean, they're naughty sometimes. That's okay. I mean, I'm not exactly well behaved myself. So, oops, sorry. You're seeing my head. You don't want my head. Yep. See, oh, good. Okay. This cat talks a lot, though. Says Cherry. You have 4 bunnies now. Oh my gosh. Didn't realise you had 4. Wow. No, but yeah. Yeah. I always wanted to have a pet, and I was never in a position to take care of it. There was always something else that in my life that needed taking care of, because it's a big responsibility. It really is. So if you can't look after a pet at the time, then you really shouldn't have it until it's right in your life, I think. Because they need care. They need care. I mean, I know that they're animals, but they need... Yeah. I can't imagine my life now without my dogs. If I could have a 3rd one, I probably would as well. But it's just too much. 2's, I think, ample, but if my life was any different, like if I didn't have a day job, then I would take on another one. Plus, probably my yard could take one more, but I couldn't do that just yet. No, I wouldn't do it because I can't. But yes. Hi, Abigail. I agree, 100%. I love my girl. There you go. Cat will jump up on your chest and then stick their fuzzy little butts in your face if you're on the phone. Oh, is that right? Okay. Oh, bunnies. Yes, we get the pleasure of looking after them when my daughter is away too. Okay. Is there such a thing as a crazy bunny person asking for a friend? Okay. Is there... Yeah. Definite. Okay. As you can see, for those who are probably, if you're not interested in the chat and you're interested in the art part of this, as you can see, I'm just really applying, making sure that my darks are in the right place and my lights are in the right place, and making sure that it's looking 3D, and yep. This brush is fantastic. As you can see, as soon as I because I've been doing this for such a long time, I know how much pastel I've got on my tool, whichever it is, whether it's bristle or soft tools, you know, sponge, whatever. I always know that, and as soon as I've picked up and I go, oh, I've picked up too much, I can feel it that I've done that. So, and I've always got my paper towel, and I'm always flicking and making sure that I've got just enough what I need. So, there. Okay. I'd really like to mix colours here now. Yeah, and there we go. I wanted a bit of that warmth here. So has anyone been watching any really cool shows lately? I have to tell you, I have been watching some episodes now. Here in Australia, we probably get them, you know, 50 million years later, but I have been watching Portrait Artist of the Year. I'm sure the people in the UK, and I believe probably, I don't know, in Canada maybe you get this. Well, I've been watching it on our cable TV, okay, and it's the reason why I'm bringing it up is because, apart from the fact that what happens is, this is in the UK, different parts of the UK come together, like people from Wales, everywhere, you know, England, Scotland, wherever, Ireland, get to, you know, they people submit their artwork, and then there is a panel, and then they select people to compete in heats. Now I suspect there would be like heaps of people, heaps of artists submitting work. Anyway, to cut a long story short, it comes down to a final, it gets to then the semi-final, then it comes down to the final three, and then the person who wins that gets the commission to paint someone who is significant, where I think in this one it went to the National Gallery somewhere in the UK. Anyway, to cut a long story short, apart from all of that, what I think is really interesting is that the diversity of art is incredible, and how artists come together. There's self-portraits to begin with when they're submitting, you see. There is a brief. But how people use all sorts of things. They will use ink, they will use mixed media, they will use pastel, they will use oils, acrylics, there's stenciling, even embroidery, not paper mache, but just using, bits of paper, used from magazines and stuff like that to make a portrait. And I'm thinking, oh, that is just amazing. So, hi, Janet. Oh, hi, Janice. Hello. How you going? Okay. Cherry says, yeah, I watched the portrait one and the landscape one. Oh, I got to have a look if there's and of course there is a landscape one as well. Yes. Oh. So what I'm trying to get to is, apart from me telling you the show that I was watching, is that, you know what? There's no right or wrong way to do things. Really, there isn't. So long as it's archival, that's the main thing. And it just amazes me how the ideas of how people can come together, and the compositions and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, look, I've just seen that my head's in the way all the time. I'm so sorry. I have to pull my head back, I think. Yes, I've got to pull my head back. Collage, thank you. Gosh. Oh, gosh. Yes, collage, thank you. I just could not think. Well, I'm painting at the same time and trying to read the chat. It's dumb that I don't know. Words escape me sometimes. What channel is it on? Only Fox. Yes, Foxtel. Oh, g'day, Robin. Hello, how you going? Yes, Foxtel. Yeah, it's Foxtel. All you got to do is a search. Portrait Artist of the Year. And I think they're up to season 9. So you can imagine they've been doing this for a while. Yep. They've painted, yeah. And so I love the way that they think of composition, and now you've got to imagine, like, they've only got 4 hours to paint something magnificent, or 4 hours to show the panel what they're capable of. And you know what, sometimes it's, you can be a lot of the artists there are expressive. They, it doesn't have to be picture perfect. It just amazes me how, I don't know, how the judges, when they finally make the decision, and I've sometimes I've got my favourite during the course of the show, but then the person that they choose, and when it comes to the finals and stuff like that, I'm so surprised where I never thought that this artist was, I thought, not as good as, say, someone else. They've surprised me and they've produced amazing things. So this is where I keep my mouth shut, because anything is possible. So that's why I say that to all of us. Anything is possible. Just paint away. Don't listen to what other people tell you and stuff like that. Apart from if you want instruction on how to do something, that might be a different thing. But don't let people tell you what you can and can't do. This is where I'm at. Have I missed something? I've missed something. Okay, okay, who wants a cup of tea? Yes. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, sorry. I just saw that. Yes. Excuse me, black please. No sugar. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, can you make it Earl Grey? There you go. 3 coffees and a wine for Chrissy. And a cake. And a cake, because why not? Yes. Oh, that's so funny. Ah, cool. That's so cool. Yeah. Okay, we were religiously watching it at one point. Then Dave disagreed with the judging, so he won't watch it now. Oh, look. Well, this is it. This is what I mean. Sometimes the judges will say something and you'll think, really? Is this what you see? But then, and that's why, as well as, art is subjective. Sorry for pointing, but art is subjective also. So you've got to think of that as well. You know, and it's like when you put your paintings in an exhibition competition, you know, it's just, yeah, well, you know, it's subjective. Chrissy will be streaming all night if she has 3 coffees. Does anyone ever agree with those judges? They seem so snobby. Yes, I know. Do you watch it too, Nanette? Do you get it? I think, do you guys get it over there? Yes, they do, don't they? I find, you know what, and it's really, I shouldn't say it like this. It's probably not very nice. Sometimes I'm thinking, really? Do you, that they'll make a funny comment. I'll see, they say funny comments, or they try to pick it apart and look at it. I think if you looked at a painting long enough, you could probably find something. I mean, sometimes I know that, you know, when I'm painting something and I've done something a bit abstract and you go, oh, look, there's a such and such, a polar bear or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. They say funny things, what I'm trying to get at. And I'm thinking, really? I thought, oh, well. Yes. Yeah, they do make them dramatic, don't they? Oh, well, it's a show, isn't it? Yeah. He doesn't like anything too abstract. Got to look a bit like the sitter. Well, yes. Yeah, I mean, they do talk about the likeness. I think when they're doing the portrait artist of the year, they do mention about that person or that artist has captured the likeness. They do mention that. So I think that's important. If anything, it could be as abstract, but if you've managed to find the essence of the person, I think that's important. Yeah, Nanette, I believe it's all decided already. Oh, really? It should not be a competition. I don't like competitions. I will not watch the Eurovisions. Oh, really? Oh, you watch it on YouTube, Nanette. Oh, okay, cool. All right. MD, sometimes I feel Chrissy need to go to the Indians of America for it. Oh, okay. All right. I just like to see the paintings. Don't take notice of the judges. Yeah, I'm a bit like that too. I like to see the paintings. I like to see how they think of these things. This is where I'm going. How did they think of this composition and why? But can you imagine, like, they've only got like about 4 hours to do this. But then they do, when they get to the finals, they complete because they want to show the judges what they can do in their own time. So, and they do have a commission to do when it comes to the final. So they do show what they can do in their own time, and then they come in and do another one in 4 hours for them to be judged. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and I just like the art. Oh, it was so fun. I've got to say this. I had there was one particular evening I had just finished a Patreon, and I wanted to. So I came in to rest after that, and then I put on Portrait Artist of the Year, and my husband was just watching something on his YouTube on his phone, or was doing something on his phone. So I turned on the telly and I put on that show, and he goes, "You just came from doing art. How do you do that? How do you just come from painting and then you watch an art show?" And I said, what can I say? I love art so much. There's just no two ways about it. I love it. That's so funny when you say, I didn't realise I was doing that. Yes. Oh yes, I love American Indians too. Yeah. That would be beautiful to do something like that. Maybe I should see if I can find some really nice images for Share Your Art with Xrissart. Yes, so yeah. Okay, yes, me too. How they start the painting, I like to see, yes. And then how it ends up is very interesting. Well, let's just say that, you know, we're not harming anyone. That's the thing. Yeah. Okay, we have what is it? And I believe it is all, yeah. Dave is yelling, see, yes, see, to the snobby judge comments. Oh. Yeah, that's all right. I watch too much art making and don't do enough myself. Well, there is that. We have to find the balance, don't we? But that's all part of being motivated, I think, or inspired. Think, Janice, think of it as you're being inspired, I think. So my question is, has anyone been watching any shows that they want to share? So that's been my show. Shows that I've been watching. Has anyone done any art supply shopping this week? Oh, I tell you, not art supply shopping. Robin says apparently the show is binged. Yeah, I know it is. But you know what I've got my eye on? Oh. Now, I, you know, the stuff, okay, Janice says, the stuff I've been doing lately takes forever. Needs to sit there 24 hours, so my art making is slow going. I know, well that's, you know, think of it as it's going to be magnificent in the end, Janice. That's how I would be thinking. If we're talking about, has anyone done any art supply shopping this week, does that count of what you're thinking of buying? Because I have two things that I want to get. Look, I don't need it, but I really want it. There are two things. One is the whole set of the Gansai Tambi watercolors. I want to get those. I've been looking at, and and then there's the little set with the Gansai Tambi. There's like a graphite set. Well, it's a tinted graphite set, and I want to get that. So that's the Gansai Tambi. That's this. This is what I'm thinking of, and another one that I'm thinking of is the whole set. Just so happens that I pulled this out. The whole set of the Holbein hard pastels. Oh, and one more. Sorry, one more. A whole roll of Pastelmat. That is going to be expensive. Just saying that. So they're the things I'm thinking of. Yeah, they're the things I'm thinking of, so I don't know. Okay, I've never used Gansai Tambi. Okay, I'm really addicted to gouache right now. Oh, yes, and I saw, oh, that's right, I wanted to bring this up in the stream. Nanette, for all of those, I think a lot of our friends here are on Share Your Art with Xrissart, I believe. For all of those, Nanette has done an experiment. Oh, and an iPad, says Janice. And an iPad. Oh, you made me laugh there. Ah, jeez. Janice. Okay, so hang on, let me just think of what I need to do here. Okay, maybe not, maybe just do this for the time being. I think I need it to be warm, so hang on a sec. Oh my gosh, that just left me. I was about to say something, I forgot it. Oh yes, sorry, okay, Nanette. Nanette's been experimenting with the differences between gouache, gouache and watercolor. Nanette used the same image, and she was comparing the differences between gouache and watercolor. Now I have to say, I really like, I like both. I like both a lot, but it's interesting to see how the different mediums act. For example, naturally, watercolor is luminous and transparent, and gouache is opaque. Each of those are absolutely gorgeous and a very nice way of showing off the medium. So, and it all depends what outcome you're looking for when you're just about to start off a project. So, well done, Nanette. I think that's really cool. And it just goes to show, you know what, if you don't experiment, you don't know how things, how things turn out, or, you may stumble on something that is, you think, oh, okay, well, this is a really good way to go with this painting. And you don't know until you actually try. Okay, yes, the watercolor piece is more luminous in my opinion, absolutely. Oh, you've got the Gansai Tambi, Robin. What do you think of them? I haven't got them, and I don't think I've even tried them. I haven't even tried them at all. I mean, they're opaque, of course. They're opaque. Yeah. Okay. MD says, has anyone think to draw or paint the nameless? What is the nameless? The nameless is in, oh, what's that all about? Oh, okay. Sarah Burns. So what does Sarah Burns do? You're gonna have to share one of her videos on Share Your Art with Xrissart. Is this like a... Oh, look, I don't know what it is. So what does she do? I think, okay, I think more opaque than regular watercolor. Yes, they're not, they're more, that's what they are, Robin. Yeah. Yeah, so because I'm looking at these every day and I'm thinking, oh, and they just look so pretty. That's my problem. That is my problem. I'm looking at art every day, art supplies every day, and I'm thinking, ooh, that would be good for that. So that's my problem. And in Schminker, there's this, Sarah Burns is in Scotland and does gouache. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. You should put one of her videos on Share Your Art with Xrissart, so we can all get in with the program. Yeah. Right now I'm just going higgledy-piggledy. It's not going to be like this forever. As you can see, it's not moving because I don't have enough pastel down. Okay, I swatched all the gouache. Gone gouache mad, says Robin. She mostly paints in gouache, but also watercolor. Ooh, isn't that? Oh, well. Okay, you're going to have to share a video. We all would love that. Okay, Chrissy, do you ever find? Did you ever find Louise Damas? No, I haven't yet. Okay. Gosh, let me write this down. I've got to write these. I know I've written it. I think I wrote it down and I don't know what I did with it. Sorry. Okay. Let me write this down. No, I didn't. So I beg your pardon. Louise Damas. Hopefully I won't lose this. And who have we got? We've got Sarah. Oh, I just lost it. Where is it? Sarah Burns. Sarah Burns. That you would say it like that, wouldn't you? Yeah, definite. No, I haven't had a chance, but I will. Okay. You love her style. Oh, cool. Okay. All right. And that's the cool thing, isn't it? Okay. Oh, okay, Louise. Oh, Damassi. I spelt it wrong. Okay, no worries. Okay. We're just two peas in a pod. Okay. I love her work and follow her too. Oh, wow. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to have a look. Definite. Yeah. And it's, oh, look, it would be inspiring, wouldn't it? This is what I mean. It's really nice that, it's nice because we're all different, you see. The world would be a different, would be a very boring place if we all did the same thing. And I just think that's amazing. Gouache. Well, it just so happens that on Patreon, the next project, because I've got this little baby dragon going on at the moment, and we're going to be painting with gouache next. We're going to do some little projects, or a little project just to begin with. So, oh, sorry for all of those who are just tuning in or have just sort of stumbled onto me, which is always the case, or not always, almost always stumbled. I do have a Patreon channel where we come together and we do some really interesting little projects, and it's all about giving you confidence more than anything else to go ahead and to do your own thing, because after all, that is why we're trying to do our own thing, you know. So it's I teach you little techniques, little tips and tricks, and we do a project here and there along the way, and that's what it's all about. So we're going to be doing gouache next, so that should be fun, should be interesting. Yeah. With the gouache swatching, try to say that 5 times fast. Okay, I put it all in a tray. Oh, it cracked and is falling off. Oh, okay, what do others do with their gouache? Fresh out of the tube or dry it out like watercolor? Yes, that's interesting. Look, I haven't had that much experience to be able to comment. So for all of those who are more into the gouache, sorry, what is your take on this? Okay, Sneak says, Chrissy, when you watch one of her posts, stay around to the very end. She does outtakes from her voiceovers. Oh, yes. Oh, if we did that with mine. Oh, it's just embarrassing. It's just embarrassing. All right, I will. And it just goes to show that she's not afraid to show her goofiness, I suspect, just by reading this. So, yeah. Well, that's my kind of gal, isn't it? Man, I'm goofy all the time. Be a wonder if I get anything done. Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Nanette says, I use it fresh out of the tube, but I find it re-wets quite well after it dries. It just stays on the palette. That's interesting. And I think it depends on maybe the brands. Sometimes it's the brand too, but I suspect, see, because that's not quite like watercolor, is it? This bit here, this is going to be light and this is going to be all dark, so I'm just doing that. Oh, okay, here we go. Ange says, I find gouache is best fresh, but there are times I use the dried. Just spray with water. That's interesting. Okay. Sarah Burns uses this little palette that I've bought for her gouache. It has a rubber seal and it stays wet. She uses a drop of clove oil in each well to stop it from going moldy. What a good idea. I have to go now. The small kittens waking up. Have a good weekend. Well, have a nice weekend, MD. Nice of you to pop in and say hello and be in the chat. So talk to you soon. Okay, you'll share your pictures later. Okay, cool, Rob. That's cool. I use the Himi gouache to mess around with, and only use tubes when it is a serious piece. Okay, you've been addicted to clove oil. I'm crazy about the smell. Oh, I love cloves too. Yes. Oh, yes. And Rob says, I have a problem. I have an addiction to cute palettes. It's all right, darling. Perhaps you need an intervention. I need an intervention. That's what I need. A definite. Yes. Okay, so just there. Ah, yes. Oh, I need something warmer. Okay. Okay, I got a cute palette from Hungary last week. I'll post it. It's ridiculously tiny, but so cute. Oh, wow. And you know what and it's interesting how you've just mentioned Hungary, right? We are so, we follow the big manufacturers, but I can tell you now, and it's only because I've come across some products where I work that I've never heard of, and the quality is amazing. For example, watercolor brushes, paints, but you've got to probably do a bit of research. So sometimes here's me, I get seduced by anything anyway, so I feel like I'm a hypocrite now for saying that. But I've noticed since working in the art shop where I work, there are so many cool other cool products that we don't get to hear too much about. And I'd be interested to see this palette that you're talking about from Hungary. Like, Hungary, what is it called? What is the thing? Yeah, what is the palette called? Okay, Abigail. Okay, Robin says, I don't know. Then I don't know what colours to put in them, so they sit there empty. Just put watercolours in them. I've asked a friend to print a palette for me in 3D printer. Oh, I have a friend that's got a 3D printer. Oh my gosh, what a great, Abigail, you just come up with the best stuff. Like, honestly, the best ideas. Like, honestly, you're so creative. Oh, I never thought of that. Okay, I haven't heard from him since. Well, I suspect it's not an easy thing to do. But yes. It's not a bad idea, that. Okay, Rob says, okay, where was it? Okay. Rob says, I love the depth you're achieving with this piece. Oh, thank you so much. You know how I'm doing it? as you saw, I did that. I put colour down and then I got a brush like this. That's how I achieved my depth of field. I got a brush and I just brushed over, and I'm going to go over again. I've got to be careful not to create mud, but that's how I'll get my depth of field. So now, so that layer is now down. There was another layer underneath that, a darker layer. Then I got a lighter layer in within that tone-ish, sort of. And then I've got my light on this side, and as I go on that side it's darker, because this is going to be the bit where it's going to be all highlighted, and this side is going to be the darker side of it. But manage to see if I can manage to keep the shapes. Okay, so that's the trick. It's what I do. Well, that's how I do it anyway, so yeah. And I do that also. So now that I've put down pastel pencil, I'm going to get my brush, say for example here, and I'm going to brush some of the edges at the moment. All right, so as you can see, there it is there. It's just happening now. As I'm doing that, softening that. And just keep on building. So that's the trick. Oh, okay. Yes, yes. Easy to say, Chrissy, but I have like 75 tubes. 75 tubes. Hang on. I'm not saying anything. I've got lots of tubes in so many things. So I'm not going to say anything. 75 tubes in gouache. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's right, Abigail. Show us. I'd love to see them. Absolutely. Yeah. There's just that, and then there's just that bit there that okay, they're in alloyed sized they're in alloyed sized tins and printed to hold half pans. I can use a little larger brush without damaging the hairs. I'm thinking about trios. I'll post the video later. Okay, cool. I probably have that many tubes if I count the oh my gosh. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Totally get it. That's okay. Totally get it. Wow, 75. Okay, just to show you what with the whole bind. Oh yeah, and I did say that I wanted to buy the whole set of these, didn't I? There we go. Yeah, I want to buy the whole set of these, the whole binds. Yep. Definite. definitely the brush is like the super cool tool. You've got a stash of cigar boxes. What's that for? Sorry, Chrissy, I'm here, but I need to babysit some silicone before it falls on the floor. Okay, go ahead. That's all right. That's all right. Oh, for everyone, Janice has been doing some really amazing experimenting too. I love your thinker. It's just amazing. Okay. So this is what I'm trying to tell. Okay. I don't know if my reel shared on the page of me using the eco brushes. I tagged you. All right, Chrissy. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I've got to have a look. You put pans in into Crayola tins. I haven't seen the Crayola tins. I have to have a look at that as well. Oh my gosh, so many ideas. Cigar boxes for watercolor palettes. I think that's pretty cool. So you buy the cigars in the cigar box, and you dispense with the cigars, so you can get the palette. So you can use it as a palette. So yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, so this is super cool. And as you can see, I'm not doing much. And I don't need to do much, but yes, I'll just leave that there for the time being. But this is what I mean with the Holbein, and it's the hard of the soft pastels. Okay, I think this group is the most enabling to me ever. Lucky we're not alcoholics. Oh yes, this group is the enabling group of enabling groups. Definite. Yeah, definite. Okay, this is when I start to build up with my pastel pencils. And this is how I get my depth of field, by doing this kind of thing. It's all about layering. Yeah. Okay, Cherry says, I'm keeping quiet. I've only used my watercolors twice. Oh, we're going to have to remedy that. Come on, Cherry, let's do this. We're going to have to do some watercolors. Okay, what are the jade? Yes, I think I'm buying the Steffi set. Okay, yes, all right. I've met Steffi Clark, by the way, Rob. She comes into the shop a few times. She lives in Armidale. This is for those. Steffi is first of all, for those who don't know, J. Luda Pastels. It's another brand, and I think, from memory, from Transylvania, Romanian. It's a Romanian pastel manufacturer, J. Luda, and they are soft, not like Blue Earth, but we're heading in that direction. They're soft like that. Yes. Very nice pastels. And not very well known for those who don't know. But yes, very nice pastels. I would go with, I don't know what sets you're thinking of, but the darks have got all the darks of the darks of like the dark reds, the dark greens. Yeah, and it's one which actually, that's one I think I should get as well. Well, Steffi, she does florals, so, but I'm into the darks. I'm not getting that set, but have a look at the darks. Sorry, I'm carrying on about the darks, but you need, what's this? Abigail says, you need to try the real expensive ones. Yeah. Well, we've talked about this lots of times here. And I know that sometimes we don't have the resources to buy the art supplies. That's okay, I get it. Say you've got, $20 to spare. If you've got $20, right, I would get 2 or 3 really good things. Right, good surface, and not to buy a set. That's how I would do it. Wish we all lived in the same town so we could meet for coffee and art. Oh, yes. I would love that. Oh, we've said that lots of times. I would love to visit so many of our friends. I would love to have coffee with all of you. That would be so nice. That would be so nice. I would love that. Very much. Okay, okay. That is how we came up with the idea of the group painting, so we can work together long distance. That's very nice, yes. And that is exactly how we did that. Oh, we're up to, I think, our 4th year with that now, aren't we? Yes, Abigail. Very, very nice. I like that idea. Okay. And Rob says, I pay for Steph on Patreon too. Kind of wasting my money at the moment because I'm so watercolor obsessed. I switch between pastels and watercolor. Each time I switch, I think this is the best medium. I know, it's okay to do that. I love watercolor too. So nice. Oh yes. Where is that color that I like so much? Oh, it's here. Yeah. Oh, you finished the part in the group painting. Oh, lovely. Okay. Oh, yeah, for all of those who are doing the group painting, I did, and I have posted it and we have talked about it. There is an extension to the 6th of June. So for all of those that were panicking, but I did put a post on it a while back, but then I had to put it on again because maybe few people didn't see it. But yes, 6th of June. But if you could email that to me, that would be great. Awesome. I can't wait to put this together. I can't wait. Okay. Me too, Nanette. Way to go. Can't wait to see it. Oh, yeah, that's right. Shh. That's right. Yes, it's a surprise, so we can't show that yet because I'm going to do a video reveal. Yes, and a Facebook reveal and all of that. So, yes, definite. I was gifted a set of Winsor Newton cotton watercolors, and then picked up a set of Sennelier, 5 tubes in a tin. The difference in brilliance, transparency, and I switched to professional paints only. Funny you should say that, Deb. Yes, not that Winsor Newton, the cotton, aren't artist quality, because it's all about, okay, say for example, it's all about, say these are your tubes of watercolor, okay? How else can I describe it? I'm just trying to describe it. Oh, here we go. Say this is your tubes of watercolor, right? What it is that in the professional quality, there's this much binder. Wow, look what I'm doing. I can't believe I'm doing it like this. I'm just trying to explain. There's this much binder, say, and this much pigment in a professional quality. But in a student grade, there is this much binder, and that much pigment. That's the difference. Okay? And then there are, because I know that the manufacturers who are providing a student grade, who are the same, like say for example, like Cotman, say Winsor Newton, they've got their full-on pigment and little binder, and then they've got their Cotmans, which are probably this much binder and this much pigment. The pigment is still artist quality and good quality, but you're right, Deb, you're better off getting, and a particular like Sennelier, that particular brand is probably the most transparent Sennelier watercolor, because and if you compare it to other watercolors, you'll see the luminosity is so much more represented there. Okay, even if I have to buy one tube at a time. Oh yeah, this is what I mean, this is what I was saying. Yeah, definite. Okay, I need to get a landing. I started, but I got stuck. Oh, I got to go on. Oh, I don't understand. Okay. By the way, I've shared links to your to YouTube artists we mentioned on the FB group. Okay, cool stuff. Robin says yes. I'll get stuck into the group painting. I hurt my back and been out of action for a bit. Could only manage swatching. I was in so much pain though. I had thought I had cancer. Oh, okay. Okay, I've got Winsor Newton Professional half pan set. Okay. Yeah, I hope you feel better too. There's nothing worse, hey. Okay. It hurt. It just from lifting or twisting Like, oh, okay. What is it? Crackle lacquer must be an Aussie thing. I don't understand. I need to get, I think you mean to say I need to get cracking. I started but got stuck. I'll go on next. I'm not sure what you're saying. I don't understand. You know, that's me not getting it, I suppose. Okay. You know what? I'm itching to use these. You have no idea. I'm just itching. These are the copper and that's the gold. I'm just itching to use them. I look at them all the time thinking, oh, can I use them now? No, I can't use them now. It's just at the end. You know what, Rob? Just have fun. Yeah, have fun mixing paint. The best. Yes. All right. Okay, I think, okay, it is taking a while, I understand, but I really want to do a really good job on this, so I'm taking my time. I actually have a need for something, white gouache, so I really must shop. Okay, all right, look, thank you so much for joining me and for joining in the chat. We always have a lot of fun talking about stuff. Okay, I'm going to be here again hopefully next week, God willing. I hope you all have a lovely weekend and a lovely week ahead. Bye for now, everyone, and talk to you again. Bye for now.